Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hickman. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The quick out. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to keep it in the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about... and setting the tone in this game. First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
Powers through the defender. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Fires into traffic, picked off.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
They'll run it from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Immediately fires to the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here come the Irish back on offense. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. This is a designed run. Makes one man miss. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Kramer. Turning it on. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. First down and 10. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accept.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Power football with the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
He's going to take off. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You know, I think that was nickel right there, and I do like bringing in an extra DB. Why? Not only can that guy cover in the slot, but he can also blitz. You can kind of disguise and hide what you're doing because you got more guys that can really rush the passer or cover in the back end. So nice disguise, nice play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that...
A shot toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Complete out of the backfield. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Pope. Ripping through the defense. There he goes. He's at the 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. A strike downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to LSU. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a space. Looking to get it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. The exclamation point on that drive.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Gore. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pulls it in. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. The inside handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to the flat. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pope. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think
oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Throwing right. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, they're trying to hit the tight end on a corner throw downfield. Nice job defensively running with the big fella and knocking it away.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hickman. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Pope. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take...
Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He'll take it himself. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here, great job executing right near midfield. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Kramer. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball in the ball.
This time on target. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. It's a draw. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Trying to find the end zone. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got it in the middle. It's Gore. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kramer. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Made the grab and took check it on in for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Final play of the quarter coming. Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And he earns a first down, and boy did he earn it after taking that lift. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds a man on the left. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Wants to throw again. Snags it over the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Toss to the outside. There he goes. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Off the play fake on first down, to throw. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here come the Irish back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Makes the grab. It's Kramer. At the 35, he's got room. It's a running room. The 20. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Irish. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Notre Dame, 42. Georgia, 14.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's like...
Turning it on! Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight.
Lofts one deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Dogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and depleting the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the 1st down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the 1st. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
And the returner goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Off play action. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Okay, break. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own.
Oh, he's got some space. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Kramer. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Kramer. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Quick completion on the out. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Gets it out fast.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on them.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.